Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hallo, hello, salut, jumbo, hola, ni hao, konnichiwa. These are all different ways of saying hello. And for me, they sometimes sound like magic spells. Magic spells to a new language and culture, and they are all part of the GIZ world. Today is a special day. Today we are here to celebrate the magic of innovation. Welcome to the final pitch day of the GIZ Innovation Fund 2020. What is the GIZ Innovation Fund? The GIZ Innovation Fund is an intrapreneurship program. It is a company-wide idea competition with colleagues and partners from all around the world, combined with an accelerator program. And it all started with one question. What is your idea to boost the impact and the sustainability of our GIZ projects? As you can see, we set up here a virtual stage for you here in Eschborn in Germany, and we invite the final teams today to present their innovative ideas. And it's from A to A. It's from e-governance and road safety in Africa to plastic waste management in Asia, from A to A. My name is Tobias Greenfelder. I am a magician. I am a cultural researcher at Zeppelin University, and I'm super happy to be moderating this event today with my colleague in Berlin, Martin Cieselski. Can you hear me? Can you hear us? Can you tell us what can we expect from today?
Hey, I can hear you perfectly, Tobias. Thank you so much for the introduction, and also a very warm welcome from me, from Berlin to you out there, whatever time it is right now. I think it's quite in the early morning, it's in the late evening, and something in between, like where we are here. So what can we expect? We can expect 6 incredible teams and their pitches for the final prize of the GIZ Innovation Fund. Wow, and I'm so excited already. A very warm welcome from my side again, and a little introduction from my side. I'm Martin in Berlin. I call myself someone between a banker and a clown, and today I will be responsible for improvisation and innovation. And the magic part is up to Tobias in Eschborn.
Thank you. Yeah, I will be the master of magic today, and I show you what I mean by this. I think every great idea starts in our mind, and sometimes it becomes real. And I have one idea here, I put it there, and I believe a lot of ideas over the last month, they started in our brain, and we started to discuss with different team members the ideas, and they went through our mind forth and back, a long process, and I believe every good idea, sooner or later, will start to shine and inspire others. I believe power today comes from sharing ideas and not withholding it. And this is the spirit of this event, and I believe magic is an invitation to rethink and reshape reality. And now, I'm delighted to welcome the new Managing Director, Miss Ingrid Gabriele Hoffen. Miss Hoffen took up her position on the 1st October this year, and she joined the GIZ Managing Board. She has worked in international cooperation for more than 30 years in different positions at the BMZ and the World Bank Group. And Ms. Hoffen mentioned in an interview that she got to know the GIZ as a strong, innovative, and highly committed enterprise whose staff work to make the world a better place. Furthermore, she added that the GIZ, with so many global challenges around, is now more needed than ever. And now, she's here with us, and a warm welcome, and it's my honor and pleasure to hand over for the welcoming remarks of Miss Ingrid Gabriela Hoffen.
Thank you so much. This is the new normal in our new business world, so to say. We have to observe, of course, our hygiene concepts, and this is part of it. My dear friends of the Innovation Fund, dear colleagues, distinguished guests and jury members, ladies and gentlemen, it's for me really a big, big honor to be here with you for the first time for the final pitch of the Innovation Fund. And I'm really curious what the day will bring and to learn more about your exciting pitches. Why do we have this Innovation Fund and why was it created? I mean, the main purpose actually is that it enables our company and our employees, our experts, to break new ground for sustainable development. And actually, we need those new ways of thinking and doing because we have actually huge transformational challenges ahead of us. We have to identify new ways that are more innovative actually to address the needs of human beings. And we have to develop targeted solutions that can actually bring change to our societies, communities, and our economy. And we all know that innovation is key to adapt to increasing complexity in our world. And we have just, perhaps implicitly, over the last couple of months, we have spoken so many times about needed innovation to deal with a pandemic situation, with a poly-pandemic situation and compound risks that are being provoked by not only COVID-19, but also by climate change, by other types of crises that our communities face. So innovating means, in fact, acting, failing, learning, experimenting, and adapting in a continuous loop. So it's a continuous learning process that is actually at the core and center of innovation. We in GIZ, we understand innovation that is something that goes beyond digitalization. It also embraces new forms of collaboration, partnerships, and new approaches to work together. Let me perhaps go back a bit to one of the finalists and a winner of the Innovation Fund and what has happened with this great idea that was actually identified, I think, 2 years ago. This was the new approach by the team Voice. And whose idea is now used in different GIZ projects. So it started with the Innovation Fund, and now it has become actually a tool, a tool within our toolkit and approaches. What did Voice actually develop? The idea was to make underrepresented languages like Kinyarwanda, this is the local language in Rwanda, available as open voice data so that developers from Rwanda can design language applications based on artificial intelligence. And one achievement was that the community contributed with 2,500 hours of voice data in order to support the local developers with input to these local artificial intelligence-based approaches. Kinyarwanda did not exist on the provider's platform Mozilla before 2018. And now, due to the approach developed by our GIZ colleagues, it is the third largest data set after English and German. Unbelievable, isn't it? This case has shown that the digital aspect is only one element of the solution. But it takes the engagement of a whole ecosystem and hundreds of volunteers to collect voice data, as well as a partnership was needed with the Mozilla Foundation and their existing platform to make voice data openly available. This is just one example. Let us recall, the Innovation Fund showed vast innovation potential in 4 years and 3 rounds, including the current one. We collected more than 400 ideas. They have been submitted from smart ways for public water supply in Jordan to digital vaccination coordination in remote regions of Kenya. And all of them, although we can only actually identify a couple as winners, but all these great ideas have the potential to improve GIZ service delivery on the ground. The 6 teams participating in this year's Accelerator Program have made an enormous effort and deserve huge acknowledgement for their immense commitment. All teams showed outstanding dedication to their project ideas. Their solutions actually showcase opportunities for innovative development, and we have seen a great diversity within GIZ, with participants from various departments, bilateral and regional and global programs. We have seen participation around the world, actually, from China, Jordan, Kenya, Kyrgyzstan, Kosovo, Morocco, South Africa, Tanzania, Togo, and Zambia. So this Innovation Fund has a global outreach. And finally, we have seen that within those programs, actually, you reached out, GIZ staff members, you reached out to other organizations, either in Germany or to foundations like the Nelson Mandela African Institution. So this is part, actually, of your innovation. This is part of your approach. Today, 2 teams will get selected by the distinguished jury composed of Mrs. Anna Aquino. She is the Global Investment Manager of Yunus Social Business. Mr. Moses Aqua, founder and CEO of AfroLink. And Benjamin Kumpf, Head of Innovation of the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO. And we have 2 internal members that form part of the jury. This is Mrs. Zimmermann from the Department Asia, Latin America, and the Caribbean region, APLAC. And the second internal member is Mr. Mahler, who represents the Department of Client Liaison and Business Development within GIZ. The 2 selected teams will get extra support for implementing their solutions in close cooperation with the GIZ Department for Client Liaison and Business Development. I do not wish to anticipate, however, be ready for the next round of GIZ's Innovation Fund, which will start mid-2021. And we know we can do this also on a virtual basis, although sometimes it's really good to see each other and to have also informal context. So we keep fingers crossed that perhaps in the forthcoming months, we can overcome the worst of the pandemic and see each other again at the next celebration end of 2021. And now stay curious for the 6 project pitches. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hoffen, for your welcoming remarks, and thank you again for supporting the GIZ Innovation Fund. And now it's time for the Master of Improvisation and Innovation. Martin, can you tell us a bit more about the GIZ Innovation Fund 2020 and the final pitch contest?
Sure. I mean, actually, I wish I could, but I think there is someone much better in telling us about the Innovation Fund, and this is Felix Krause. Felix Krause, he is an advisor for management innovation and lead, actually, of the GIZ Innovation Fund. So very warm welcome also for you. Hello, Felix, in Eschborn.
Thank you, Martin. Hello to Berlin, and a very warm welcome also from my side to everybody who's watching around the globe. Yeah, as you can imagine, this year, the GIZ Innovation Fund in 2020, its 3rd round, has nothing been comparable to what it's been before. Why? Because, we launched our ideas competition, our so-called Call for Ideas, right at the beginning of a global pandemic. And at that time, we didn't quite know for sure yet, but we were anticipating that this pandemic might have an impact on our program and probably also on the idea submission. So when we received our ideas in April, after a couple of weeks, we were really thrilled to have submitted almost 100 ideas from 400 participants from all over the globe. The ideas came from 54 different countries and spanning from Brazil to China. And what was also remarkable was the community involvement during that time. So there was a lot of community involved in discussing these ideas that were submitted, but also 1 out of 6 colleagues from GIZ voted on the total number of submitted ideas. So together with the jury, they decided on exactly those 6 teams that we have here today, pitching in front of you. And yeah, with this, I hand over to you, Martin.
So the really 6 from 400 by the end. Wow, this is a real tough quote. And I think those guys who are here tonight and will present the final pitches, they're quite happy. But can you tell us a little bit more about the Accelerator Program? So what is it that they went through and what they can expect?
Yes, the Accelerator Program is actually a 6-month support program which we designed, where the 6 initial ideas, starting in June, developed their initial ideas into tested prototypes. So each team had 1 professional coach with a background in design thinking, and we also provided them with some help from the Secretariat of the GIZ Innovation Fund. And the special thing about this year is that obviously we had to do this for the first time completely virtual. And speaking honestly, it has been a challenge in the beginning, but quite an interesting one, which turned out to be very great. And I can say already now we are very proud of all the 6 teams who made it under these special circumstances.
Thank you, Felix. I mean, there was so much information now and many, many figures and facts and slides. And actually, I mean, the great thing about the fund is that there is a fun including, right? And I think you guys prepared a beautiful video with participants, and they show us also some emotional aspects and really the spirit of the whole thing. So let's watch the video.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Welcome!
Congratulations, you made it.
Interaction with another 40-something people who are in different locations doing different things, and all of them having an idea or input about something. That was a great thing about the bootcamp.
What I can emphasize here is that the productivity was very, very high.
Like, it's going to be like 6 months. It's like a whole team experience. It's something more agile, more modern.
We are spread across the whole African continent, actually. We're all spread across 4 countries, and our coach is even in Australia. And so we could never meet as a team physically.
Yeah, it was a bit of an adventure and a bit of an experiment to just be working on this together remotely with all our different ideas and visions and strengths.
The moment we enjoyed the most is when the whole teams meet together.
I think the Innovation Fund process helped us also to structure our work and to say, like, okay, those are the topics you should focus on first, and then you can think of what comes next. You know, it's good to have a lot of ideas, but start step by step.
During this discussion with all these different partners, and we are quite happy that our idea is come to mature step by step.
Having the chance to be freely creative and working with colleagues together on a topic that I care about.
They can expect magic moments, roller coaster journey.
So I'm pretty sure, I guess, and listeners are gonna be have their minds blown.
In one sentence, I would say a cracking solution in a creative presentation, brought to you by an incredibly dynamic and motivated team.
And I can promise that you can learn to find out how we can reach 10 times more SMEs and support them in their digital transformation until 2030.
We want to really show to the audience that's a really cool idea. We really expect that our idea, or not only our idea, all the idea can go further to be successful.
A motivated team with ambitious individuals that is going to convince you, and you.
Thank you. I mean, and it looks already like the pitch has already started, right? But it takes some more minutes and then we will start. Let us know, Felix, there will be two winners of best prize. And so what can they expect when they enter then the maturity phase?
Yes, exactly. Today we will pick two winners that will make it to the last phase of the GIZ Innovation Fund, which is the maturation phase. Here they receive a budget from our client liaison and business development unit to further implement and scale their ideas within the GIZ. We will accompany them through this process, but also the other 4 teams, as it has been in the past. We'll work on their ideas and we offer them every help where needed.
Okay, Felix, you prepared also 2 examples from the past. In matter of time, will we show them or shall we skip that? It's now your decision.
Yes, I will illustrate them shortly. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Let's go for them.
Okay, yeah, just to illustrate 2 examples, we picked one from the first year and one from the second round of the GIZ Innovation Fund, which have reached to integrate and even scale their ideas within GIZ. The first one is the Integrity app from the year 2017-2018, from the first round. They developed a mobile application and online platform that allows small and medium enterprises to self-assess their level of compliance. They have been integrated into the BMZ-funded global program Alliance for Integrity, and in less than 3 years, they are now used on 4 different continents. The second one you already know from the welcoming remarks from Ms. Hoffen, so I keep myself short. It's Team Voice, and they have integrated their idea into different country contexts within the Fair Forward initiative of the BMZ-funded sectoral program Digital Development. We picked here only 2, but I would like to say that from our view, every participating team in the GIZ Innovation Fund has done a tremendous job, and they were really inspiring for all of us. And with that, back to you, Martin.
Thank you, Felix. So you're a real decision maker in this. So it was a kind of meme from me, to put this pressure on you. But, this is the game here today, and I'm the innovation guy and improvisation. So let's improvise maybe a little bit back and forth, and there will be some moments of uncertainty because, we live in tough times, but there should be also kind of fun with dealing with this fun and tough times, I guess. Okay, so thank you again, Felix, for that. And let me introduce to you also one more time the jury members. We prepared a little slide for that. You can see here again the faces from the people Ms. Hoffen already mentioned. Anna Carolina Zanella Aquino from the Yunus Social Business School. Moses Akua from AfriLink, Benjamin Kumpf from the GIZ, Tim Mahler, and Dr. Petra Zimmermann-Steinert, again, also from the GIZ. We will have this jury make very, very tough decisions about our prizes. And though those prizes are not only, say, the 2 best product and services, but they will be also the steepest learning curve, which is the prize for the team which had the toughest time, the best experience, the fastest learning, and maybe even the most enjoyable time of their life. We will see that. And we will have the audience award, which will you decide about just by voting later on. And that will be my colleague, Tobias and Ashbourne, show you also the voting tool and how you can contribute for this prize. So I give over again to Tobias and Ashbourne. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin. And yeah, we get ready now for our innovations. And first of all, let's have a quick look to the agenda. This morning, we will have all 6 pitches. I guess they're already curious and they're already delighted to show you their idea. Then we will have a break from 1 to 4, I can see here, till 2:15. There will be a hidden track called The Magic of Innovation. Me and Martin prepared a little gift for you. And after the break at 2:30, we will start with the award ceremony. It's important you can vote for your favorite team for the audience award till 1:30 p.m. There is next to the screen, I think, a voting tool where you can select your favorite team. And there's also a Q&A box. This is for our Q&A session. Feel free to raise already your question during the pitch, and we will then forward the question to the teams, and they will be ready to answer. But I would say, let's start now, and I'm happy to show you a quick overview of the 6 teams, as you can see here. And we will start now with the first team, Smart for All. I already like the name. The 4 team members, they are based in Uganda and South Africa, and their innovation is linked to this object. You can see it's a Lego city. For me, Lego was always a smart toy, and the next team believes that cities can be smart. And their idea is connected to e-governance, but I don't want to tell you more. I'm already curious. So, Team Smart for All, can you hear us? Are you ready?
We are indeed.
Perfect. Then your 5 minutes starts now. Enjoy and welcome again to the GIZ Innovation Pitch Contest.
My name is Naledi Mokoena, and I live and work here in the Amatolo municipality in the Eastern Cape, South Africa. In our town, we have a lot of service delivery issues, such as electricity cuts, constant water shortages, as well as poor waste management. I wonder if there are digital solutions that can help us, like what we see in great cities like Johannesburg and Dubai. But I'm not sure if a digital solution can work for a small municipality like ours.
Smart solutions for cities. Smart cities. These are buzzwords growing in popularity as more and more connected technologies emerge. The term has many definitions, but at its most basic level, a smart city is one in which the municipal authority is able to properly measure and manage the various services they are delivering within their environment, in real time and with a high level of accuracy. Utilizing technology such as smart metering for electricity and water, for example, can help to facilitate this and enable the beginnings of a smart city. As municipalities all over the world examine how they can apply such solutions, the question remains, is Africa ready for smart cities? Big metros, from Accra to Cape Town, are racing for digital supremacy, and the opportunities are endless. Smart for All becomes the go-to solution for small and mid-sized municipalities across Africa to jumpstart their smart city journey. Our solution helps municipalities cut through the buzz around smart cities, understand key elements, independently assess their status quo, and receive a tailor-made report that identifies their gaps and potentials. This opens pathways for municipalities to implement new real-world solutions.
Johannes, Jonathan, Tim, and Leonard are the people behind Smart for All. We all work towards digitalizing local governance. Winning today would translate into even more digital projects for more municipalities. We started with several lo-fi prototypes of the Smart for All assessment platform by creating first algorithms with Excel and Google Sheets. We continue to iterate and build our MVP. We even held a South African-wide Smart City workshop to learn more about the needs and potentials. There's already interest from GIZ and the South African Department of Cooperative Governance. Everybody's excited, and we're ready to pilot the platform in 2021.
Smart for All will become the go-to solution for all small and mid-sized municipalities across Africa. As a result, local Africa will catch up on their smart city journey and catch up soon. Do you remember Naledi, our user voice from the beginning, and the problems she described? We are very confident that Smart for All will help her and her home Amatolle to catch up with big cities like Johannesburg. This is our goal, to support her and municipalities like her to overcome issues like service delivery, to enable their unique digital potential and thus become a smart city, to serve citizens smarter. Thank you very much from the Smart for All team, South Africa and Uganda.
Wow. Thank you very much to the first team, to Team Smart for All. And I already see there's a question coming in, and I read it out to you and feel free to answer. So, first of all, great job. And then the question, how many South African municipalities would like to participate in the further steps? I give the questions to you.
Well, as per our discussions with the central government here in South Africa, there is an interest for all of the municipalities, or for everybody in South Africa, for each and every municipality, more than 250 of them, to pilot and test our product.
Thank you very much. I think this was the answer. I actually have one short question to you. You informed us about that your platform is about information and then also analyzing and customizing. In which areas do you see the most potential for your platform when it comes to e-governance?
The most potential what we see here is to implement smart solutions in small and mid-sized municipalities. So our focus is on smart solutions for service delivery implementation.
Thank you very much. And with a look to the time, thank you again. We continue now with the second team, and I will hand over to Martin. Thanks again to Team Smart for All, to South Africa and Uganda. Thank you very much. And Martin, who will be the next team?
Thank you, Tobias. The next team, actually, quite amazing. And Team Participate, it's already, I think, saying everything. They have a huge and diverse background also. They come from Germany, Uganda, Zambia, Kyrgyzstan. And when I was talking with them for a little preparation, I was really blown away about their super passion for the topic of citizen participation. But let's let them pitch their idea to yours now, watching them. Their 5 minutes of fame. Here we go. Team Participate. Are you ready?
Yes, we are. Thank you very much.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so dear jury, dear audience, a very warm welcome from Team Participate. You all know the feeling, Googling something, when you hit enter and then this tremendous overload of information hits you. Now, this is what happens if you Google digital citizen participation. You get 350 million results. How would you feel? Overwhelming, isn't it? That is exactly how Musoke feels. We want you to meet Musoke in a municipality in the Kampala region. For Musoke, citizen participation means that he regularly organizes events to collect ideas. This way, the municipality's decision-making better speaks to real community needs. But he also wants to reach people who are not coming to these meetings. And he sees how people are using their mobile phones to communicate. To reach these citizens, Musoke realizes he needs three things. 1, information about existing digital solutions for citizen participation. 2, information about costs for these solutions. And 3, he wants to know how to combine digital participation with the existing face-to-face formats. So how might we enable Musoke, and how might we enable many other local governments and civil society to implement and sustain digital participation, especially in the Global South? Our solution is Participate. Participation.digital is a free-to-use website that provides 3 features: an assessment of your specific needs and context for citizen participation, recommendations for suitable participation methods, and it connects you to existing digital platforms. So now let's have a look at how Musoke users participate.
Musoke wants to collect ideas for youth support measures. He visits participation.digital in order to get advice how to do this. In our assessment, he answers 8 questions on the purpose of the participation process and the digital readiness in his community. Based on this, he gets 3 customized advisory products: an inspiration poster, a participation canvas, and a set of method cards. He uses these cards to develop a strategy to involve youth, face-to-face and digitally. Musoke is happy. He collected ideas from people he did not reach before. For Musoke, participate is amazing. No more guessing on how to set priorities.
So now let's hear what our test person said. 27 people from 9 different countries tested our MVP and they love Participate because it's fast. They get tailor-made advice in less than 10 minutes. It's convenient. They get a one-stop shop for citizen participation, and it's free. We have already partnered with Liquid Democracy, one of the digital solutions in our one-stop shop.
We are Liquid Democracy. We offer open source software for digital participation. Our platform Autocracy Plus enables citizen collaborations, such as idea collections or online debates. We love Participate because it offers advice on different participation formats, and we want to join its success story.
So we envision a world 3 years from now in which Participate has enabled at least 30 million people to raise their voices. And how do we get there? We will use the maturation phase to use all 187 projects that are classified as relevant in the GIZ database, to partner with additional digital platforms. We will expand to specific sector needs like health. We will scale to users outside the GIZ world. And we have already partnered with projects that are ready to start tomorrow. These are Zambia, reaching 66,000 people, Kyrgyzstan, reaching 270,000 people, and Palestine, reaching 1 million people. We are the right team to take Participate forward with our different skill set, our global networks, and our endless devotion. So dear jury, dear audience, let's participate.
Thank you so much. What a great pitch. I love the drawings. So let's start with the Q&A from the audience also. There's already a quite interesting post from the outside world. And so they ask, in what way is the guide taking into account the danger of civil unrest? So how to deal with this kind of events?
Thank you very much for that question. Obviously, we would have to refine the guide a little bit within the maturation phase, but for right now, it's a very comprehensive needs assessment already provided on the website, which is actually live already, so you can access it right now and have a look at the guide. So I think there's definitely room to look into that a bit more, but it has the foundation to include sensitive measures for that.
Okay, and can you give maybe 1 or 2 other examples of participation formats? So what is it that you would like to see?
Well, thank you. That's a very important question, actually, that you're asking. So what we are offering through our approach is a blended participation strategy. So that means that we would advise the users to use face-to-face formats. So this could be town hall meetings, for example, that are already implemented in a municipality, but we also would advise that to combine that with digital formats. So for example, to adapt open source participation platforms to the local needs in order to really fit to the question that participation will happen on.
Okay, so maybe a last question. There is someone who says even it is exciting, your project is exciting, already good feedback. Will it also be accessible offline? Last question.
Absolutely, yes. Through the blended participation approach that we are following, we are always able to include the feedback from users offline. So this is a core pillar. And we are also thinking about how platforms can involve non-internet technologies like USSD and SMS, or maybe IVR menus, technologies that work without the internet and using standard smartphones, mobile phones.
Super. Thank you so much, Team Participate. That was really great. And thank you so much for answering the questions. Now we go for the next pitch. Tobias, it's your turn.
Thank you, Martin. Yes, we are ready for team number 3. Bill Gates famously said that software is a great combination of artistry and engineering. And the next team is called Sherpa. I'm already curious about the name. And the 6 team members, they are based in Germany, Kosovo, and Jordan. And their idea is somehow linked to this object. Of course, this is an old symbol for a software. Nowadays, there are new softwares out there and open source softwares. And the power of open source software is the power of the people. The people rule. And now it's time for Team Sherpa to rule the stage. A very warm welcome, and the stage is yours, and let's see what makes a good Sherpa for small, medium enterprises. Can you hear me, Team Sherpa?
Yes.
Perfect. So the time starts now.
Small and medium enterprises are the backbone of our economy, being responsible for a large share of job and value creation. Yet, millions of small and medium enterprises, short SMEs, struggle when looking at digital technologies in a world that becomes increasingly complex and digital. My name is Timo from Team Sherpa, and I'm excited to introduce you to our solution and how it will guide 10 times more SMEs to the Digital Summit by 2030. Little hiccup. SMEs, especially in developing countries, face challenges when looking at digital technologies to increase their efficiency. Besides lacking knowledge and the personal resources, SMEs also feel the financial uncertainty of working with solutions that might not meet their needs or offer a good return on investment. Let's make it more concrete and look at the example of Alba. Alba owns a growing family business in Kosovo. Together with her 25 employees, she produces work clothes for the local market. She works 60 hours a week and spends a good deal of the weekend on approving paper invoices, ordering inventory, or making sure her employees are paid on time. Overwhelmed by all this paperwork, she doesn't have time or energy to venture into new markets or develop new product lines. She dreams of having only one digital solution to manage all her business online. But how? The solutions available on the market do not really fit her needs. And our user research confirms that. Available solutions are either too complex and rather made for larger companies, or they tackle only one of the problems that Alba faces at work. They require a high investment, and what's more, who would help her in Kosovo on the ground in case that she needs support with the digital solution? Our solution tackles exactly this. It is customized for SME needs, and it comes with a local support package. Sherpa is an enterprise resource planning solution, short ERP, that is developed with SMEs for SMEs. And like a Sherpa that guides hikers to the top of the mountain, our solution will guide SMEs to the Digital Summit. Sherpa contains the most needed functions that SMEs across different countries, sizes, and sectors need, and include 4 modules on accounting, human resource management, inventory management, and customer management. Thanks to Sherpa, Alba can now, on her mobile phone, approve invoices, have contact with her customers, and order inventory all in one single integrated solution. So, how does Sherpa work? On the basis of existing open source technology and the feedback of SMEs, we will create a customized solution that is brought to SMEs by local IT companies that also support SMEs in training and in maintaining the solution over time. And here you have to understand, Local IT companies usually don't work with SMEs because 1, they don't have a right solution to offer, and 2, they don't expect high financial returns from working with SMEs. We target this market failure by providing IT companies our solution, the necessary training, and an initial demand to work with SMEs so that they can sell the support to our solution on the local market. It is our global solution and their local knowledge that really gives us an edge. Because Sherpa is open source, it can grow as SMEs also grow and their needs, and new modules can be added. And that's exactly what we want. Create local value that gives us a clear strategy for exiting donor support without jeopardizing the success and sustainability of the solution. Plus, there's great scaling potential. In order to bring Sherpa to a new country, you only need to localize the software and training material and onboard new IT companies to work with SMEs. So far, we have used the Innovation Fund to achieve a proof of concept through our user research and identified the right partners to work with. We're confident that in the second stage of the Innovation Fund, we can bring the solution to life in Jordan and Kosovo, where our team has a strong foothold. And for the scaling phase, we have already identified several GIZ projects that expressed interest in bringing their solution to life in their project implementation, for example, the Make IT project. As a team, I think we're very well positioned to bring Sherpa to life because we combine knowledge on local SMEs and their needs with knowledge on ERP systems and the needed skills to bring scalable IT projects to life. And that's how we want to achieve our vision to empower 5,000 SMEs and reach 75,000 SME employees by 2023. And of course, 10 times more by 2030. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Team Sherpa. And actually, now we know what makes a good Sherpa for SMEs. Thank you very much. Just for all the people watching, you can write your question in the Q&A box. We will actually collect all questions in the end and also send them forwards to all teams. I have a question here I want to raise. Thank you, first of all, to Team Sherpa for your excellent idea. What would be added value of using the Sherpa for IT companies?
The added value for the IT company, as it is explained in the presentation as well, that they are getting the localization part. And because they don't have that market access to the SMEs, so they are getting equipped and they are getting the market value to reach to more clients, to increase their business and to provide them that skillful right solutions. So that is the value for the local IT companies.
Thank you very much. As we said, we will send forward more questions directly to the teams. One more question. How open-minded would you say are SMEs towards such an open source software?
That's a great point that you bring up. We found that exactly what we need for SMEs to come on board with us is to be open and willing. And I think the current situation we're in has given us an enormous momentum. The crisis has really shown that going digital is no longer an option. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And so SMEs, together with the rest of the business, will understand that unless they take this up, their businesses will not flourish, will not focus. So I think there's that working for us as well.
Okay, maybe one last question, and I hope for a quick answer, but I'm not sure if we will get. A very nice solution, guys. Thanks. What is your benchmarking against other established ERB from small businesses? There are a few ones for less than $40 US per year. How do you ensure sustainability?
Great. Yes, also a great question. What we try to show also with our competition slide is that there are a lot of products out there, and we are not claiming to come with something that reinvents the wheel, but address a market failure and address a niche market that's not being tackled. The costing is very transparent, as Timo said, and a lot of the problems with this $40 per year is that it doesn't take into account that actual effort and support in customization and implementation that SMEs have to take up. Licenses alone are not a solution. That's what we bring. We bring the technology with the local support in order to make sure that all these additional questions that SMEs struggle with are also attended to.
Thank you very much. And we're closing now the Q&A session here. Thank you to Team Sherpa. And so we had already 3 ideas. And I think what we could see, I call it maybe a GIZ coloring. As I showed you before, we had the software, for example, and it comes into the Innovation Fund here. I forgot to say, it is an open source software. And it comes in, and then comes the GIZ coloring. And it goes through. With a bit of magic, the GIZ coloring happens. And I think this is what we could see in a lot of teams' ideas already, that it is about local adaptations. And now it's time for team number 4. Martin.
So whenever I heard before this pitch, which is coming now, mosquito for action, I was thinking about something like that, right? But, this is not an innovation pitch about, how to kill mosquitoes. This is really about innovation on a bigger scale. And so in preparation for the next pitch, I met the family of innovation, how they told me, because they really grew together, and they grew together with the people they met during their step-by-step improving a small little idea, making it bigger. And they started with a prototype of a little robot, and it came out a platform to connect people and have an incredible exchange about innovation. But let themselves speak out. They are from Togo, and we will have 2 of them now having the pitches. It will be also a little bit about magic. So you prepared, I see already. Okay, let's start with your magic. Mosquito for action.
Tell you today how to create an innovation family of entrepreneurs around the world. How does one do that with one little device, you wonder? Well, fasten your seatbelts and let's take off. Safety advice. Be prepared. Conditions for entrepreneurship in Francophone Africa are especially challenging. We took off with a prototype to chase mosquitoes away. Gaining speed, we learned things we could have never imagined. We worked night and day to improve our device, Mr. Mosquito. We traveled to the roots of Togolese culture to benefit from ancient wisdom. We learned a lot about mosquitoes. We can even breed them now, so don't mess with us. We tested many prototypes. The most efficient one turned out to be an essential oil diffuser. That's not very innovative, but you know what is? Our learning journey. While speaking with Essie and Professor Keto and Abla, we observed the following. The education system in Francophone Africa is too rigid. Local knowledge is underestimated, and there's not enough exchanges. There are a lot of people who neither have the skills, nor the confidence, nor the network to succeed. We combined our different strengths and perspectives. Our team is composed of Togolese and German GIZ colleagues, as well as local entrepreneurs. With a little bit of magic, we unleashed the transformational potential of our experience. Wow! We discovered that is an entrepreneurship platform. A platform like a family that fosters trust among its actors and peer learning. But how does one create that? We took the best elements from our learning journey and created a one-week kickstart module. Our approach is deeply rooted in Francophone African realities. It takes into account the challenges and opportunities of the informal sector. This journey will make Abla and other apprentices gain confidence and inspire them to build something meaningful. During our 5-day program, participants benefit from insights of peers undertaken through 5 modules. finally enabling them to learn the ins and outs of creating a successful business. This allows learners to start a project that answers market needs and also to build a strong network of like-minded and resourceful people. They then have the opportunity to take these exchanges far beyond our initial spark onto the platform. Everybody can use our methodology. It is detailed on our website. We license it with Creative Commons, staying true to our knowledge-sharing idea. Even more curious? All right, here are some facts for you. Abla graduated from vocational training 2 years ago and struggled to find a job. Our approach helped her get a new idea. She is now selling recycled solar-powered lamps. 84 TVET vocational programs at GIZ are looking for ways to integrate their graduates into the labor market every day. Our platform, integrated in the GIZ portfolio, will help them achieve it. We know that you care about perspectives for Abla and motivated young people like her just as much as we do. We believe that it takes a team like ours, combining the most different cultural and educational backgrounds and talents, to build this innovation family, which makes a change. Together, we can make entrepreneurial ecosystems 10 times more efficient by 2030. Now, if you remember just one thing before landing, our diverse team provides the platform that Francophone Africa needs and deserves to boost innovation and entrepreneurship. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Team Mosquito, for action. So let's have a Q&A session also for you guys. Let's see if there is anything dropping in from the outside. I have definitely a question, and this is concerning 2 M's. So as you told me also, you work with magic and music. And so can you maybe come up with a 3rd M that made it possible to work together in this highly diverse group, but with such an amount of fun you had?
Well, that would be motivation.
And what motivated you most?
I think really our team spirit motivated us to become an even better team, because we managed with so many different challenges, because in the beginning, Karina and me were in Germany and our amazing team was here, Nora, Abbas, and Rafael. And despite technical difficulties, power cuts, and internet cuts, we actually managed to stay motivated and work together. And I think this really carried us throughout the process once actually Karina and me landed here.
Yeah, I mean, this is something which I'm also can relate very good. You know, improvisation is something I really love. And, you know, if the circumstances as they are, there's always a possibility, you know, to take something out of and make something out of that, starting with prototypes and then continuing. So what would be now, let's say, if you win, what will be the first thing you're going to do?
Well, that would be very hard to pick. We definitely want to do more workshops with the people that we are already tested our idea with, and do even more of that, and test like also women's only workshops in order to really include women in our methodology even more as well. But I think we also am going to license the actual methodology with Creative Commons.
Beautiful. So thank you so much. Your Q&A is over already. Thank you so much for your insight into the great invention you did. And now I give back to Tobias.
Yeah, thank you very much, Martin. And now it's time for team number 5. And I'm sure you will not fall asleep now. The next team is called I Drowsiness Detector, and it is our mobility team. What surprised me, for example, is the fact that in Tanzania, over 16,000 people die every year in a car accident. And this innovation now wants to change this. The The 6 team members, they are bringing together expertise from Rwanda, Kenya, Tanzania, and Morocco. And the idea is connected to this object. I hope you can see it. It is a yellow truck. And I think we do not often recognize the infrastructure and the people working in this infrastructure behind our increasing connectivity. But this team, they want to change that, and they pay attention to the people behind. And I look forward now to the presentation of the team I Drowsiness Detector. The stage is yours. Are you ready? Team number?
The steering doesn't, yes. Does the steering function?
Yes. Okay. Then your time starts now.
The steering doesn't function.
Yeah, one moment. We are here having a look to the technical support. We will find a solution. I try my best here with my magic. But you can hear us already. I hope you're fine.
I can hear you.
I guess you're also tuned in from different places.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Perfect. I'm waiting for a signal here. 1 second. I think you can now see that this is actually live. It is not recorded. This is part of this event, and we set up this virtual stage and we try our best. And I think we can continue now. So, team number 5, I Drowsiness Detector, it's your time now. Your 5 minutes start now.
This is happening somewhere in East Africa right now. What happened? Rashid is a truck driver on the northern corridor from Mombasa, Kenya to Bujumbura in Burundi. This key transport route in East Africa is 2,100 kilometers long. No wonder that many road accidents due to drowsy truck drivers happen on this route. Did you know that almost 1.4 million people die globally due to road accidents in just 1 year? In East Africa, road accidents are the 3rd leading cause of death after malaria and HIV/AIDS, and over 40% of these happen because the driver was tired. 3 final year students in mobile and embedded systems joined forces with 3 GIZ advisors to make use of their complementary skills and tackle this exact problem. The solution we have developed during the last months is an intelligent drowsiness detection system for long-distance vehicle drivers. My colleague Josephine will now explain how it functions.
Thank you, Sarah. Our drowsiness detection system consists of a camera, a microcontroller, and external speakers that are placed in vehicles in front of the upper part of the windscreen or on the dashboard. The camera captures images from the driver and sends them to a Raspberry Pi, which is a mini computer for processing. Our system monitors the driver's face while he's on the road and alerts him or her by producing sound. Following our safety recommendation, the driver should then stop, stretch, and drink some refreshing beverage. We are different from existing solutions in the market because our innovation is created by locals for locals, and therefore meets the needs of East African users. What makes our solution specifically unique is that it has an integrated alerting option. It works with open source software, and it can be installed in low-tech vehicles. Through extensive testing and interviews with potential partners, users, and customers, we have received valuable input that helped us improve our prototype to a desirable, feasible, and viable product. We also identified potential partners that are interested in continuing the discussion on collaboration opportunities with us. Amongst them was the Global GIZ Project Employment for Development. The testing with 10 drivers and several fleet owners helped us tailor the functionalities of the drowsiness detector towards the needs of our East African users. For instance, we wanted the alerting to happen through the radio in the vehicles, but Rashid made us change our plans. He still wanted to be able to listen to the radio while he's driving. So we continued our development, but this time using external speakers. Sarah?
And we know that technology is only part of the solution. In addition to developing the drowsiness detector further, next year we want to collaborate with driver training providers like Safeway Rightway in Kampala to improve their existing curricula. In 2022, we plan to bring together relevant authorities to raise awareness on road safety. We are starting our pilot in Kenya and Uganda and will expand to other East African countries. An investment in the drowsiness detector means saving lives, and our friend, the truck driver Rashid, agrees. Present in 4 different countries, the skills of our diverse team range from ICT to project management and networking. Team AI Drowsiness Detector brings together all superpowers necessary to make East African roads safer. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, team number 5. And I have to say, there were a lot of memories coming up in my mind from my time in Kenya. And I really loved the slogan, innovation from East Africa for East Africa. Feel free to post your question. And I have one fast question to you. Can you tell us a bit more about your cooperation with these driving schools and what is like your key findings from this cooperation?
Oh, can I go?
Yes, Tim.
Yeah. We managed to interview some driving school. In particular, it's called Safeway Driveway. From this driving school, we got some insights, in particular in relation to drowsiness. Like for the current curriculum of long distance drivers are not the part of drowsiness, and the safety in regards to drowsiness is not given attention. Most driving schools just focus on driving, but they don't focus on the risk that comes about when someone falls drowsy, and that was very important insight that we took part and we intend to use in solving this problem.
Thank you very much. And there's a question from the outside world. First of all, thank you very much for your idea. And the question, how will the detector recognize the difference between drowsiness and movement because of wobbly roads or so on?
Yeah. Josephine?
All right, thank you very much for this question. So the first kind of device we had head wobbling, and it also had a definition of the face. But we realized our roads doesn't work very well with the head wobbling, so we changed it to the eye aspect ratio. So in this case, we calculate the percentage of your eye that is closed or open so that we can decide whether you're drowsy or you're not drowsy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And a last question to you. How can this be enforced, especially for commercial business and owners who may be more interested in their drivers delivering goods at specific times?
Sarah.
Okay. So the thing is, we did research also with logistics companies and fleet owners. And I think the first thing that might come into their mind is, Well, this is one of the reasons why the drivers actually don't stop and maybe get drowsy, because they have to deliver their goods at a certain time to a certain place. But I think the idea behind is to really make the fleet owners, logistics company managers aware that this device will actually save them money and be economically beneficial and not slow their business down. Because in one truck, for instance, with oil, let's talk about oil companies, there's 10,000 to 45,000 liters of oil in there. And if you calculate with 1 barrel of oil being 800 USD, if one truck actually makes a crash, between 8,000 and 36,000 USD could be lost. So this is where fleet owners and maybe company owners, what they did not think about, but it is our role also to sensitize them, make them aware and tell them that our device is not only saving the lives of their drivers, but also having a positive impact on their business.
Thank you very much, and thank you for highlighting, how to say, your short-term and long-term perspective with your innovations. Thank you very much. And now it's time for, it's the last team, if I'm right. Martin, can you tell us a bit more?
Yeah, I can actually, but I will not. Just to make a little bit more, suspense for the whole ceremony, and it will be the last team now. I just wanted to tell you, Tobias, you kindly skipped over the post from the outside world. I just wanted to share with everyone here right now, out there is someone who loves you and your art. Tobias, just sharing that, okay? So it seems like you already created an incredible fan base during this year. I love that. This is the reason why I work with this guy, actually. So anyway, okay, so let's continue with the last pitch of today. It's a double kick, and it's a double kick to plastic waste. And if I say that and combine it with this smart animal, which is maybe, when you meet it in the ocean, smarter than a human being, you already get a good clue how smart the next thing will be. But actually, this octopus is not only, smart, it was part of a dream. And I think any good idea, any good invention starting with a dream, it's quite good. But I don't want to say anything more about what's coming now. It's our team from China, double kick to plastic waste. Are you ready, guys?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, let's go for your 5 minutes.
Thank you. So, hello everyone. This is a team of Double Kick to Plastic Waste.
From GIZ China.
This is Jingyue. This is Chen Yang.
Qian Mingyu.
Okay, and you are invited to our journey. And Christoph, can you help with
In 2019, there were over 400 million Chinese people live on lunch takeouts, costing more than 125 billion euro. Each food delivery service will use at least one plastic bag and one disposal plastic lunchbox. More plastic garbage and its rapid increasing rate are terribly burdening our environment. Plastic wastes are everywhere, in the mountains, in the wild, in the lake, in the oceans. But seldom do people pick this up. Urgent action is needed to combat plastic pollution. However, we meet different problems in this battle.
Restaurants invested heavily in plastic reduction, but consumers are not buying it. There's a lack of replicable cases and industrial exchanges, but every restaurant hopes their action can be adopted at the best. And donors injected money only to find limited options and information, which made plastic reduction costly but ineffective. And the best practices by the NGO cannot be disseminated due to the unstable funding.
We would like to build up an application on which plastic reduction cases from restaurants will be shared and corresponding credits released. Donors caring about plastic pollution will read restaurant stories, like the ideas, purchase and activate the credits.
The credits and the proportional funding can be applied by those NGOs who have passed the idea computation. They will organize campaigns to pick up litter from the environment and achieve certain targets. Our application brings everyone together. Double cake to plastic waste. Fighting alone is challenging. 30 entrepreneurs, including Nestle, Henkel, Mars, Abba, along the food package value chain, were called to share their similar obstacles and common visions. And the cooperating together is a path to success.
City together with some fishermen and go to the sea for fishing. Let's see if we can really get some plastic from the ocean.
Fishing back and treat it properly. And our approach is solving plastic problem with less money. Another trump card. We are a team of creativity and energy, and we are the first trial in China.
Next year, our application will be online. And 2023, we plan to have more than 1,000 users registered. 2025, we hope this application could be extended to another 10 countries. 2030, 1 million tons of plastic either reduced or gathered and treated via our application per year. One drop eventually becomes an ocean. Step by step, be a cleaner world. We have only one planet. We must all care about it.
Hello everyone, this is the team of Double Cake to Plastic Waste. I'm Ingrid.
I'm Qianminyu.
I'm Liang Chenyao.
来自克莱姆化工的张斌，阿卡基张文，
艾伦麦卡瑟基金会广任，
高蓝派标签肖翔，方正基金的沈明，
欧绿网的亮。
在海洋保护协会审理，
朱腾飞、
李真真，
老雅山渔民刘书杰，
我丁伟，我叫尹垂香，
叫李国凤。
Thank you so much. Wow, that was an incredible.
Thank you.
So, is there anything you wanted to add, or shall we go for the Q&A session?
Yeah, I think we can directly go to the Q&A session.
Okay, let's go for that. Which kind of best cases can you find in your app? Are there final uses already?
So actually, you can see during the MVP, we have invited a amount of big companies to join our platform or application, and including Nestle. They have shared a lot of new ideas they are working on, and also we have talked with Apta, and they are also quite interested in our application. And I think everyone knows that in your home, maybe you can use those kind of bottle with those kind of flip lid, so they combine the neck and also the bottle together, so that you can actually save amount of plastic, and also you can keep these two parts together, so it will not go to untreated. And in this way, they have also saved amount of money and also carbon. So this is already one case that they want to share, and we also think there are also a lot of interesting other ideas, and we can find from the big companies, and then they are also willing to put it on our application and to show to more people.
Okay, and so actually in the end of the video, there were so many people, testimonials and partners. What would you say, what were maybe the two key learnings from them? If you take two examples, maybe.
I think I would like to share one, and maybe you can also share one. So one most important part that I have learned is when we go fishing, and this is also really interesting. You can see from the video, we were together going with the fishermen to see whether if we can really get some plastic from the ocean. And during the journey, we have talked a lot with the fishermen, and it figures out that he is really willing to do all these things for free, and they are just going to fishing, and then they have figured out before that a lot of plastics will be gathered, and then for him, he knows that this is the responsibility of everyone, and they are the fishermen, they know this very well. So what he is doing is he is just do these kind of things or like campaigns for years for free, and he has already cooperated or like try to communicate with other fishermen and telling them this is everything that they need to do, just to pick up the litter while fishing and get back to the shore and put it into the right bin and then let them to get treated. So this is actually the thing I know from them, that someone is really caring about it, but the problem that they are facing is not so many people really aware of this situation, and they really need amount of like awareness raising activities and also some fundings to motivate or like to keep this kind of activity stable. So this is one of the most important key learning I learned from the journey, and maybe you want to share?
I can also share something with the NGOs. Actually, we finally select the Blue Ribbon as our partner to organize this MVP for fishing the litter. But before that, we have also contacted another NGOs. But finally, we also compared their offer. Then we found the Blue Ribbon is actually the cheapest one. So from that, we can see they are doing the similar things, similar campaign, but the price is different. This is actually also the value of our application. We will select the cheapest one, also the most efficient one for future.
Okay, last question, which is kind of connected to what you just said when you talked about your partners, and maybe for even leveraging it even more. So, are there any contacts or any partnerships on a governmental level? Oh, that was the last question. Then there was the sound of please not answering anymore. But maybe you can. Last sentence. Is there any already partnering?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We just started with the history. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for your pitch and for the Q&A session with you guys. And this is your applause. And we go now for the ending of the pitches. And we go now back to Ashbourne and Tobias finalizing it before the break.
Yes, thank you very much, Martin. We went now through a magical journey. 6 different final ideas and pitches presented to you. And just a little recap for you, because you can vote now. There's the voting tool, and you can select the audience prize. So this was the GIZ final pitch. We started with Team Smart for All about e-governance. We then had Team Participate with a topic of citizen participation. We had the third team called Sherpa. It was about SME promotion. We had team number 4, the mosquito for innovation. It was about ecosystems. We had the next team number 5, the I Drowsiness Detector, about road safety. We had the last team, but not least, double kick to plastic waste management, about waste management solutions. We want to say thank you, and I think you all deserve a big applause. We want to say thank you. So many great ideas here. I don't know what else I could say, and here it is for you. A big GIZ thank you to all of you from A to A, from Africa to Asia. Thank you very much. We will have now a break. The jury will sit down. They will discuss, prepare a feedback for every team, and they will have to take a final decision, but you can vote till 1:30 for your favorite team. For the audience award, we will be back here with a little magic surprise and gift at 2:15, and the award ceremony will start at 2:30. Thank you very much. Enjoy your break. Get some coffee, get some fresh air. We will be back soon. Bye. Hello, welcome back to the final pitch contest of the GIZ Innovation Fund 2020. Martin, you are with us. Thank you for sharing your books with, this big book about nothing. I need it.
I will send it to you right after the show.
Thank you. Great. Yeah, Martin, we are now back. We are ready for the award ceremony. We prepared actually here the studio for this final result presentations. And yeah, Martin, I think you can tell us a bit more now about the different prizes.
Yes, sure. So we have actually 3 different prizes, and 2 will be best product. So the main prize, which is endowed by up to 75,000 euros, ladies and gentlemen, which will pave the way for the next phases, is the best product and service. Then we have the steepest learning curve, which, as I already mentioned earlier, also was the team with, the biggest experiences, the toughest challenges maybe, or even the fastest learning and the prototyping they did. And then we have, chosen by you, everyone, watching on the stream, the Audience Award, which impressed you mostly after the pitches, and you voted, and the results you will see right after. But before we come to the prizes, there is a very special feedback to all of the 6 teams and pitches. And they will be done by members of the jury from the jury. So they were tough discussions, tough exchanges about what did they like, what can be improved, and so on. And we will have very beautifully feedbacks brought over by members of the jury for every of the teams. So let's start with a round of feedbacks, and then we will have the celebration of the prizes. Let's go for the first laudation for the team of Smart for All, done by Benjamin Kumpf. Please.
Thanks. You impressed us all by starting off with clarity and demystifying a buzzword, being really clear how you frame smart city, and coming with a team that brings deep expertise in digital development, but also that desire to develop a product for clear users. And that also impressed us. We see increasing evidence that innovation actually exacerbates inequalities, particularly between regions. So for you to build a product that targets small and medium-sized municipalities, helping often neglected clients to get up to speed with smart cities, a real big plus point and amazing feature. And then lastly, to design something not from a single point solution perspective, but with a holistic and systems view, really impressed us too. Great pitch, great solution, huge thanks, and back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you for this feedback. So every feedback will last 1 minute. It will be very compressed, and so get most of it out of it. The next laudatio will come for the team Participate, and Anna Aquino will give the feedback.
Good, thank you. And congratulations, team. I think we were also very excited to hear your pitch and to see that you're trying to tackle this major gap that is between the governments and the population and trying to understand what to do best for the citizens. So I think this lack of transparency is something that definitely has to be tackled, and this is something we discuss here internally. And to see that you're doing that with a very innovative platform, and also trying to tackle it through a more directive way, and also offering these options to the governments and not trying to make it like all over the place, on trying to collect the feedback as well from the citizens. So very directly to the governments to make the make sure that they have these options available. And yeah, and I think this is something that we discussed. We're very excited to hear and very excited to see more about it. So congratulations all to the team.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. I liked mostly that there was a daughter in the back of one of the participants. So it's a whole family affair, what we watched today. Thank you so much for this. The next laudation will be for the team Sherper, and the laudation will be done by Moses Akua.
Hello, everyone. Thank you again for such a wonderful pitch. I believe strongly that digitalization is key, and together with the jury, we find it very interesting, especially identifying that there is a huge gap for the SMEs. And of course, we also understand that the SMEs are actually the strong backbone of any economy. And so we see it as a very important step that you guys have taken. We are definitely looking forward to see how you actually advance in this development to build on top of what already exists. And I think one of the biggest learnings that you shared with us was not to reinvent the wheel, but improve and make it better. And so we are definitely excited, and we wish you well, and we hope to see that this come to fusion. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, and the next one will be the Laudatio for the Mosquito team, which you remember is not about this. It was more about bringing people together and sharing their experiences on technology on a techathon. And this will be brought by Petra Zimmermann.
Team Mosquito for Action. Thank you very much for your pitch. Mr. Mosquito became the family of innovation. And that was the thing that really impressed me. Your pitch impressed us by demonstrating how you developed a methodology coming from a device. Well, mostly it's the other way around, coming from a methodology and then developing a device. On your way, you became a family, and you had the trust not only in yourselves, but also in us, of sharing the ups and downs of your journey. And that's another thing that really impressed us. Doing this, you became an example of adaptive leadership by developing a methodology using old wisdom and new innovative technologies. For this, including your great pitch, thank you very much, and congratulations on it. Good luck.
Thank you so much. I mean, you know already, I'm the guy with the background thing, right? But have you seen this painting in the back of this team right now? That was amazing. I come back on this later. Wow, that was beautiful. So the next one, the next Laudatio will be about AI drowsiness and will be brought to you by Tim Nahler.
Yeah, dear drowsiness team. I mean, first of all, we thought that you chose a very important topic that has, of course, quite literally vast implication on people's life. What we liked is that you managed to choose a specific focus and didn't get lost in the vast topic of road safety. In your pitch, even though we gave you a few extra challenges technically, you managed to have a great pitch, I think. I think nobody was drowsy then. You visualized the problem, you showed the solution, and you also show that you have what it needs to be applicable in the end. As your team, as you said it, I think we believed it, that you have a group with all superpowers needed in such a process. You have the great mix of expertise, the capacity to be innovative, and also the commitment to work hard on your idea. On your approach, we think it's very innovative. We thought that actually it's also interesting that you're the only one that actually produces some hardware here, and showing that you can connect low tech with also high tech solutions in your model. You showed that you have the knowledge to bring it on the road. You quite literally again, and also that you have the network to work with partners that are in the business that you will need further along your road. So all in all, I would say it's an important topic. It was a great pitch, innovative idea, and a team full of superpowers. So well done.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you, AI Drowsiness. So now comes the last Laudatio. Ooh, and then we're getting closer and closer to the prizes. And it will be the double kick from the ocean. And the Laudatio will be brought, and we're closing the loop by Benjamin Kumpf again.
Thanks. We are thrilled to meet a team that addresses a super relevant topic, plastic waste. And a team that really impressed us by being a coalition maker, demonstrating the ability to bring together a wide range of stakeholders and really being able to understand the realities of fishermen, of executives in big private sector companies, and a team that came and really responded so well to our questions in terms of how you're going to get your audience, how do you find them, that just knows where to find them digitally and thinks about additional friction costs and how to navigate around them. So really impressed, super relevant problem, and a great pitch. Thanks a lot for that.
Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, the team. Thank you to everyone. I hope that you get, again, also out of this laudation, a lot of feedback, and wow, I'm still blown away to hear and listen and see what you also brought together additionally to what we just saw from and in the pitches. And now I give back to Tobias, and he will start the celebration with a little piece of magic.
Yeah, thank you very much, Martin. Actually, before we get to know who won the different prizes, let's play a little magic game. Where is the prize? You can see some prizes are already standing here, and I printed one here on the card. The prizes, they will be sent actually digitally to you, to the winners, and it's a self-make prize, so you can take your time and rethink the whole process while building your prize. And let's play a little game. Where is the prize? I have the GIZ Innovation Prize printed on here. I have another card. There it's of course not. I have a second card where the prize is not, and a third card. So 3 cards where there's no prize, and 1 with the prize. And we played an easy game, where is the prize? I turn the card around, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess you all would say number 4, and you are right. In the beginning, I always do it a bit easier. I take 1 cross away. I have the 2 crosses and the prize, and now follow. I take the prize, I turn it around, I take 1 prize, 1 cross over here, 1, 2, 3. You would guess in the middle. Yes, let's have a look. No. The prize already disappeared. The prize is already, it's over there. We do it again one last time. I take the prize, I turn it around, and I do it super easy for you. I take 1 away, and 1 or 2. What would you say? Wait, a little switch. 1 or 2? 2. It's not here. And, it's also not here. This is, sometimes prizes appear in different places, and you can look, the prize is already here with us. All the prizes are ready for the ceremony now. And now it's time for the award ceremony. And we are delighted to be supported again by Ms. Hoffen, and now also with Mr. Dirk Assmann. Mr. Assmann currently serves as the Director General of the Sectoral Department at the GIZ. He is with the GIZ since 2003. The 2 of them will join the stage in a few minutes to hand over the prizes. And now it's my honor to introduce or to give over for their certificates. I think today was a good demonstration that, of course, there are results and presentations, but we are also here to celebrate the process. The process, the journey of learning from and with each other, and if we quit on the process, we quit on the result. And to honor this process, I'm now will hand over to Ms. Hoffen for the magic certificates, including some beautiful illustrations. I show them up here once, some beautiful illustrations of your innovations. Thank you very much, and I give over to Ms. Hoffen for the certificates.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are back, and I want to say that this was a great day. I would like to thank you for your wonderful pitches and your amazing presentations to which we could listen this morning. I can only tell you that I sensed a lot of energy in the room while you were presenting your pitches and your innovations. And I would like to thank you really wholeheartedly for your commitment that you have shown throughout the many weeks and months that you have worked on those pitches. And I would like to congratulate you for this wonderful teamwork, because this is what one could also sense, even in Eschborn and through the screens, that you were actually presenting those pitches as a team in a very, so to say, comprehensive approach. So many thanks. So of course this today is like a little bit like an Oscar ceremony, and Dirk Assmann is already standing next to me, so it's like at the Oscars. So you have a couple presenting the awards. No? So it's the first time that Dirk and I are doing this together. But first of all, I think that all of you deserve a thank you and an award. And therefore, as has been said, everyone that has participated in this contest, so to say, gets a certificate of participation in the Innovation Fund pitch event 2020. And this, of course, will be sent again through the internet to you, and I hope that it will actually reach you pretty soon. Thank you.
Well, so, okay.
We'll move to the next phase, and therefore I would like to hear a little drum roll if it's possible. Wow, the shortest but most beautiful drum roll I ever heard. And now we go for the prizes, and we start with the steepest learning curve. Ladies and gentlemen, those do-it-yourself prizes will be sent to you after we gave them to you, so you can do them by yourself in your home environment, print them out, and they will have the most beautiful awards you ever received via the internet during, well, some circumstances that made it not possible that you can receive them directly. Let's put it that way. Okay, but now I hand over to Mr. Assmann to say who is the winner of the Steepest Learning Curve Award 2020.
Well, thank you very much, Martin. But before we are getting to the first award, I'd like to thank you, all of you, for your participation, your commitment, your engagement, and your creativity. These are some of the reasons why I adore to work for GIZ. So thanks a lot to the 6 teams, but to everybody, every team that has participated in the whole award. Well, so now we are coming to in fact, to my favorite award, because, well, of course, I love excellent results, but as head of FMB, I also love kind of learning curves, steep learning. So questioning own assumptions or adapting own approaches to reality, to better user orientation, to more effectiveness. It should be at the heart of our business. So I'm very, very happy, and I'm glad that we have this type of award as well. So this is the envelope, and now I'm going to have a look who's the winner. And well, when I have seen your pitch, I thought, well, I'd love to start my own business using your tool and your creativity. And I've heard the word, well, it's kind of a Togolese magic. So the winner is Mosquito for Action. Congratulations. And I guess I hand over to you, Martin, or to Ingrid? Martin.
Yeah. The Steepest Learning Curve winner, they can have some words, some remarks, something you want to say and share, please.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are glad, we are happy. Thank for the organization. Thank to the GIZ. Thank to the jury, and thank all members of our team, our best team, our strong team, our short team.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, I mean, also from my side, a little, fun effect. Well, no, not really CGI. It's really physical, even though it's in a virtual world. Let's go for the next award. So thank you, Mr. Assmann. We go now for, well, the award, which is very, very strongly connected to the circumstances we are in right now, the virtual world, and you, everyone watching the stream, you saw the pictures and you made a decision. And so you voted, and Ms. Hoffen will give now the prize for the audience award. Please, Ms. Hoffen.
Yeah, thank you, Martin. And the audience award, very important, because those that have actually won the award, you have mobilized people around the world, people that have listened and watched the stream. And of course, you have also been a key driver for change. I mean, those that have been working on the subject. So the audience award, here it is. And the winner of the audience award is the I Drowsiness team, team number 5. So congratulations. Yeah, it's great. Congratulations to Angie, Carol, Jevi, Josephine, Carter, and Sarah. Wonderful team. Congratulations.
Yeah, also here, please feel free to have some words from your side.
I think we're all a bit speechless, but yeah.
We are excited. We are so looking forward to the next steps. We are really, really excited. Thank you to everybody who voted and believing in our dream and our project. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you to all our colleagues, friends, families, and pastors, church communities. They all voted for us and made this happen. Asante sana, merci, thank you.
Wow, thank you. Wow, this is so exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, we come closer and closer now to the best product 1 and best product 2. And actually, those who already won prizes might be also winners of the best prize. I mean, it's just possible. I just want to mention that. I just want to, I don't want to give too much hopes, but it's all still possible. Let's go after Mrs. Hoffen now, back to Mr. Assmann, and he will now tell us who are the winners, who's the winning team of Best Product Part 1. Please, Mr. Assmann.
Yeah, Martin, thanks again, and not so fast. First, I have a comment to the AI drowsiness team. I thought, well, I need those kind of detector for myself when I in the evening when I read books to my daughter. It's really tough for me not to sleep away. So please provide me some of your detectors. Well, but coming back to the one of the best product teams, and I'm very glad about your decision, jury, because I think it's a wonderful combination of, on the one hand, one aspect that is extremely important during this time, that is, I come later to it. And another aspect, which is based on an open source solution. And open source solutions are one of the digital principles that we, in our opinion, that are quite important for everything that we are doing. So, coming back to my first comment, very, very important aspect during this time is, in my opinion, participation. So the winner is participate. Congratulations. Congratulations to Annika, Johannes, Katharina, Lisa, Nina, and Sandra. Great work. Thanks.
Can we immediately say something? Thank you, and thanks to the jury, and thanks to the audience as well. And this is really a surprise for us. We didn't expect it all. And we want to thank, most of all, our wonderful mentor, Nadia, who accompanied us in the last 6 months and supported us with our ideas, gave us a lot of spirit and had a lot of patience with us. Thank you very much, Nadia.
Thank you.
And yes, team, yes, you and we all devoted so much time into this project, and we also want to thank our families. You see Johannes' daughters in the back, and there were a lot of night shifts, a lot of overtime, and thank you that you made this possible.
Woo! Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my God, what kind of incredible pictures we have here right now. And that would have been also a question I would have asked during the Q&A session earlier after the pitches about the coach Nadia. She was mentioning quite often as a very important person for this troop. So, wow, glad for this final pictures also from you guys. Now we come already to the final prize, the second best product prize. Not second best, but best second. And this will be now handed over by Ms. Hoffen, please.
Yeah, absolutely, Martin. So this is really another hot topic, very relevant topic for GIZ. And we know that as soon as this product is going to be fully developed, it's going to be at its maturity stage, it's going to give a very high value to many endeavors of GIZ. So congratulations to those that have actually won the second best product prize. So it's in here. Should I open it? Yeah, sure. Okay, so the prize goes, I do this time the other way around. The prize goes to Azim, Elizabeth, Felix, Tarek, Timo, and Valeria for Sherpa. Thank you so much. Very relevant product. We need to create more jobs. We have to build up SMEs. They are the providers of many livelihoods. And especially after COVID-19, this is more important than ever. So congratulations, and I wish you all good luck in further developing your wonderful pitches and your innovation. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's amazing. We're very excited.
Ah, there she is, yeah.
I think we're all a bit speechless. But first of all, I think I want to thank all of us in the team. Most of us have never met in person, and I think what we came across the last 6 months really made us grow together. And I can't wait to climb the mountain with you, and I'm looking forward to the next phase.
The Sherpa is really achieving the feat.
Thank you so much. And one more from my side here from Berlin. Oh, well, it's not working anymore. Anyway, we are done. I mean, I'm also done here, but it's really hard to say goodbye, actually. I mean, I also worked with this team with a virtual scale together like you, and we already created some very nice connections and exchanges and prepared for this. So let me say some last remarks here from Berlin. It was a great pleasure to facilitate, to moderate this together with my partner Tobias in the studio over there. And there will be the final remarks, but now it's already my turn to say goodbye from this point. I loved it, I embraced it, and I wish you guys all the best for continuing with your products and projects, and see you soon, maybe in the void. Bye-bye from my side. Tobias, it's your turn.
Yes. Thank you, Martin. I guess you can see us here in the studio. Also, a big thanks from my side. I believe we had so many great ideas, from e-governance to road safety to plastic waste management. So many great ideas out there now to inspire others. Thanks from my side. And I think there are more people to thank, and therefore I hand over quickly for Martin to Felix. Switch, Felix.
Thank you, Tobias. Just some short last remarks, please, from my side. A big shout out, a big thank you on behalf of the whole team of the GIZ Innovation Fund. First of all, to the 6 teams. Thank you for going on that virtual journey with us. Thanks to the 6 coaches who accompanied you. You did a tremendous job. Thanks to our top-notch jury. Thanks to Ms. Hoffen. Thanks to Mr. Assmann for supporting us today. And thanks to also our implementing partners from Impact Hub Berlin and FutureGov. Thanks to all the GIZ colleagues who have voted today, who have supported us over the last year. And a big thank you to a wonderful team. Without you, that wouldn't have been possible this year. And some confetti. Thanks to Lilian, Christoph, Judith, Per, Beate, Andrea, and everybody who helped us throughout the year. Thanks to Hele, thanks to Marianne, Alet, Silke, Britta. It has been quite a year. Thank you all for tuning in, and we hope to see you next year for the 4th round of the GIZ Innovation Fund.